everyone, so I just wanted to come on today and do a really short and sweet kind of impromptu video just to show you how I have just made 7 days worth of meals for just over 50p per portion. I've made a chickpea and mushroom curry, and I've also made a mushroom and pasta sauce. Now, I've mentioned in previous videos how I like to meal plan or meal prep, and I've mentioned how I like to batch cook when living on a budget. I really wanted to show you today just the process of how I have done this, and even by adding the carbs, so say for example your pasta and rice to these dishes, they will still cost under £1 per meal. So this is something that I really wanted to share with you. I'm still trying to find an efficient or effective way of actually filming whilst I'm cooking. I think that that would be, more beneficial for everybody, and it would be more interactive, and then I can really get into showing you how I like to cook and how I like to prepare frugal meals and how easy it can be to eat plant-based. But I'm just going to do a montage today in this video of the process and just talk you through it so that you can see how easy it is and how I've just made my 7 portions for just over 50p. So I hope you like it. Okay, so I always lay out all my ingredients first before I start cooking any meal. I find this to be a much more organised way of doing things, and it would just be chaos if I was rummaging around the kitchen trying to find everything I need whilst cooking. Plus, on this occasion, I've got 2 separate dishes on the go at once, so this is a more time efficient way of doing things, and it saves hassle. So you can see that I have the 2 punnets of mushrooms, I have 1 large onion, I have approximately 2/3 of a bulb of garlic. I think it worked out at roughly 8 cloves of garlic in total. I have some bouillon stock powder there and tomato puree, which is optional. This obviously will increase ever so slightly the price per portion, but it just intensifies flavour, but you don't have to add it. And then a tin of chickpeas, a tin of coconut milk, 3 tins of tomatoes, my oils, and then my salt and pepper and all my herbs and spices and seasoning. So I've diced up all my mushrooms in advance, ready to go. This saves a lot of time. I've also diced up my onions, and I found a random old carrot that I popped in there as well. So I always cook my mushrooms off in batches. I find that if they are too on top of each other, if that makes sense, that they don't cook correctly, mushrooms can be quite soggy, and I feel like that's what puts a lot of people off of them. So always try to cook mushrooms in a single layer. As obviously I had a lot of mushrooms for these 2 meals, I've cooked them in 3 batches, and this intensifies flavour really well. So then over here back in my slow cooker, I've got the 2 tins of tomatoes that I just cut up directly within the slow cooker with a pair of scissors. I actually chose the whole peeled plum tomatoes because they are for some reason slightly higher in protein content than the chopped ones, which obviously would have been easier. But yeah, so that's over in the slow cooker ready for the pasta sauce. So then I've finished cooking off all my mushrooms, and I've added them all back into the pan, and then I've added my diced garlic and diced onion. I always add onion and garlic afterwards because I find that they burn quicker. I find that mushrooms need to be cooked first just to intensify flavour, like I said, to sear them off nicely. And yeah, so now I'm just adding everything in together. Those 3 ingredients will be part of both of the separate dishes that I'm making, so I cook all of these together in the beginning, and then I'll just be able to separate them further down the line. This saves a lot of time, and so here they're just all mixing together, cooking nicely for about 10 minutes. And then I'll add my salt, my pepper, my chili, and my bouillon stock powder. Like I said, the stock is optional, and because again all these 4 ingredients will be present in both meals, so it's really easy to kind of cook everything off where the ingredients are simultaneous, if that makes sense, and then you can just halve things when you come to separating it. So now I'm adding the chili powder, as you can see, and then I've added the bouillon stock. I'm cooking that down for about 10 minutes. Then back over to the slow cooker, the chopped up tomatoes, like I said. And so now all the mushroom and onion mixture is cooked. So I've halved it and put it into the slow cooker, and then also rinsed the tins out to avoid any waste. and added the tomato puree and the random diced carrot that I had and the liquid from the tins. So that's half the mushroom and onion and garlic mixture in there as well for the pasta sauce. So back to the curry in the stock pot. I'm now adding the chickpeas. I always add my chickpeas before I add any liquid to any meal. I find that this really helps them to infuse the flavours better. I find that watering things down with tomato kind of doesn't marinate things as nicely. So here I am cooking it all in together, and then I've added all my curries and my spices, turmeric, etc., etc. So here is the third tin of tomatoes that I've chopped up as well, and then I'm adding them to the curry in the stock pot. So all of the spices will have had a chance to cook and kind of absorb into the chickpeas. So back over to the slow cooker, I've added herbs and just mixed everything together for the pasta sauce. Back over to the stock pot again, just to show you how the curry is getting along after about half an hour of simmering on medium heat. And then at this point, I'll add the coconut milk. I always add coconut milk at the end because, well, actually, I feel like coconut milk doesn't need cooking, and I always worry about it splitting. So yeah, I'm adding that now. It's been on a low simmer for about half an hour, cooking nicely, and there it is, all mixed in. I'll leave that for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. So there you have it. There is the 4 portions of curry that this turned into in the end. I'm really, really happy with this. I'll put all the pricings in the description box down below, of course. And then we have the 3 portions of pasta sauce. Obviously, 1 portion less because not bulked out with the chickpeas and the coconut milk. So there you have it. That was the process of how I made 2 different meals. So a curry and a pasta sauce. The portions cost me just over 50p. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Like I say, I want to find a more effective way to actually film whilst I'm cooking, and that's something that I am looking into as I move forward. That's something I'd really enjoy sharing with you. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you can see how easy and cheap it can be to eat plant-based or just generally meal prep for yourself for the week. As always, thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. It helps me grow. If you can click that like button and hit that subscribe button, I'd be super, super grateful. And also, I've just started a new Facebook page as well to run alongside my YouTube channel for things that I guess don't constitute as a whole video, so please go and check that out. Red Curl Vegan, of course. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, bye.